Hi, welcome to my video bass lessons and bass tips. We're going to talk today about standing and playing the bass. Uh, let's look at how you can stand when you are needing to perform. Um, there are different ways to stand, and I accept them all. I look for comfort when people are standing at the instrument. When I'm standing at the instrument, I want to be the most comfortable I can be. I don't want to have to contort my body any more than I have to already in order to play the instrument. There are different ways to stand. You can stand on the side of the bass like this, right? So my stomach is here, side of the bass is there, and that makes a lot of sense if you just naturally are going to grab the bass for the first time and try to play it. That's the most no-brainer way of playing the instrument. That's going to be the most intuitive way. However, on closer examination, we realize that it actually affects negatively other ways that we play the instrument. So, why does it make sense to do it that way? Well, here's the action right there. You got to get the strings to vibrate. Why would I want to stand way over here, and try to get these strings right there to vibrate? I want to be close to it. That's natural. However, what does it do in terms of our left hand? That's a big one, because we are going to push these strings down with our left hand. We have discovered that if you split the difference, in other words, rather than stand on the side of the bass like I'm doing now, rather than stand exactly behind the bass, which some people do as well, if you split the difference and kind of go about there, then that's going to allow you enough access, easy access to the fingerboard that you're going to be working on, and it's going to allow you to position yourself so that your left hand isn't doing all kinds of oddball things. So if I'm standing on the side of the bass like this, you can see what's going on with my left hand. If I want to play a G natural on my E string, I'll just freeze this and I'll take the bass away, and you can see what's going on with my hand. The reason that's going to hurt, ladies and gentlemen, eventually, is because I have drastically impeded this blood flow. If I'm going to play a note with my left hand, my left fingers, I'm going to have the most power, the most strength, and the most endurance if I've got a blood flow that allows all of that to happen. If you're going to grab a doorknob, and open a door, you'll grab it and you'll open it this way. You won't contort your hand and try to grab the doorknob and open it that way. If you're going to swing a baseball bat, think about what's going on with your wrist. The body bends, the body can move, it's flexible, that's cool. We can do all of those things. However, when you have to play the instrument, you're going to play the instrument for a long time, you want to do it with as much ease and comfort as possible. So when I stand at the instrument, again, I don't stand exactly on the side of the bass, I don't stand exactly behind the bass. I split the difference. Next part of standing at the instrument I find very important is thinking about why I am going to angle my instrument a certain way. If my bass is pointing straight up like this, now I basically have limited, depending on the height of your instrument, and we can talk about that as well, I have limited this portion of the instrument. My access to this area of the instrument is now so limited, I've got to contort my body in weird ways that I can hardly even reach that. So rather than we've learned through the years, rather than have our instrument pointing straight up, if we instead allow the instrument to rest on our bodies a bit, now watch, without changing my shoulders, without changing my body position, I can just reach the end of the fingerboard. I haven't even done anything. So we're looking for maximum music, minimum effort. The least amount of work to get the most music that I can. And this, allowing the instrument to lean on my body a bit, now allows me total fingerboard access. So those are the things I look at. If my instrument were standing straight up and I needed to access that, I'd have to go like this in order to play. And I can do that, but frankly, I don't walk around like this. And if I've got to be in that position, if I want to play in this register of the instrument for 5 or 10 minutes straight or more, then I don't want the angle of the instrument to impede that access. So now if I want to go, my body hasn't really done any kind of weird stuff because my instrument is angled so that I can access all of this stuff. It works with a bow, it works it's no problem either way, bow or pizzicato. I'm looking basically for comfortable posture, and I'm looking for pain-free playing whenever possible. I plan on doing this a long time, so I don't want my body hurting. Your comfortable posture, keep in mind, should lead to that thing that we just talked about of total fingerboard access. So I hope that this has helped how you are going to look at standing at the instrument. There are different ways of doing it. Try experimenting with this one. Thanks for joining me on my bass tips.